Over the years, lure quick charging, commonly referred as QC, has always been a hot topic around Eidolon hunts, with several different strategies being used, and is probably one of the hardest things among new players who are starting the Eidolon hunter life. For this reason, I decided to do some research and compile a comprehensive guide around some of the most important QC core mechanics, its concepts, some do's and don'ts, aiming to help new hunters having a grasp on how to quickly charge the first lure. Before we get into the video, keep in mind that some things may change when a new update comes live. This video was recorded in the first month after the Angels of Zariman release. If you're watching this video far into the future, some things may not apply. For example, Vomvalyst spawn timers rules are unlikely to change, while their spawn locations are very likely to be different with upcoming game updates. On a second note, there is no such thing as a QC routine that will absolutely work for everyone. Majority of things in this game are affected by computer performance, frames per second, load times, and other things have an impact on quick charging. For that reason, even elite hunters will have slight different routines and even disagree sometimes on the best approach. No one is wrong per se, they simply know what works best at their end and their configs. Things like how fast you bullet jump, how fast you double jump, or do you blink early or late, are some examples of actions hunters will do in slight different ways. The purpose of this video is not to give you a cake recipe that will work every time in every patch, but instead to provide with enough information and concepts that hopefully will help you build up a foundation to find the best QC routine for yourself. I've included timestamps in the description of this video in case you want to jump into a specific subject. However, it is highly recommended to watch the whole thing, especially if you are new to hunts. You may also find YouTube channel links to some of the hunters showcased in this video. They all have great content on hunts, make sure to check them out. Okay, so let's first discuss aspects that are, for the most part, a standard in every hunter's loadout. You need to be fast on archering, and to achieve this, we use a variety of different things that will boost our flight speed. Maxed Hyperion thrusters in our archering build, amalgam serration in our rifle build, and a rank 4 on our railjack intrinsics. Although you need some ability strength for Volt's second ability, and sometimes you need sprint boost aura, those are not strict, and their use will be different from build to build, while Hyperion thrusters, amalgam serration, and intrinsics will most likely be in every loadout. Okay, so how Vomvalyst spawns actually works. Voms will spawn in set intervals of about 6 seconds. These spawn timers are linked to the host's time mission. They are not related to when the gate opens, but instead, when the loading icon disappears, at that moment, mission time starts for the host. This means that you should get to the desired location within this time window to spawn them on the location you want. If you are too late, you may need to sit there and wait for the next tick spawn to happen in order to get them. The distance is roughly about 140 to 160 meters away to where you want the Voms to spawn. You cannot spawn them in any place, but if you know where they can appear, it's pretty easy to force them to spawn in any place you want. This means that for different QC locations, you may need to adapt how much ability strength you have on your Volt, and also if you use sprint boost or corrosive projection as an aura. Different camps have different distances to the gate. This must always be taken into consideration. Ability strength affects how much speed you get from Volt's second ability, which will affect archering flight speed. Sprint boost aura also affects how fast you fly on it. Our objective is to get the Voms to spawn as close to the lure as possible. The time at which we get there will determine if we get Voms to spawn or not, while our positioning and camera angle will affect where they spawn. To make our positioning consistent, we make use of locpins placed in specific spots to serve as a visual guide that increases the precision of our movement during hunts. I will provide the instructions to set up your own lockpin at East Camp. In my opinion, it is the best camp to start learning quick charge because of how reliable and consistent it is. I am able to do quick charges at other locations as well, however I feel like I didn't give other camps enough attention or practice to completely understand the nuances of those locations, so I will only give instructions on East Camp. But I will also include clips from other hunters containing different camps at the end of this video, in case you want some references to try other methods. So I am here at Cetus and I'm gonna try and show in this clip the importance of timing and how fast you get to the quick charge spot. So first I'm gonna try and get there like super quickly before the time I'm supposed to get there with my current computer. As you can see, I just got the bombs here, like it was super delayed, right? Now I'm gonna try and get there at the exact time I am supposed to be there. So they appeared instantly. Now in this clip, I'm gonna try and showcase the importance of positioning yourself at the right spot to manipulate where you get the bombs to spawn. Okay, so we got bombs there, which is not optimal considering the lure is right there, and pay attention to where I stopped. I stopped like really close to the ground, right? About 30 meters or so. And I didn't get the spawn exactly where I wanted. So now let's try and do something different. Let's try and be a little bit higher, closer to my lockpin right here. I have a lockpin set up. And I'm also going to show you guys how to set up this lockpin afterwards, all right? So let's repeat the same process, get here at the same time, but instead be a little bit higher according to the ground. Just by positioning ourselves like a little bit higher on the ground, we prevented them from spawning over there. Why? No one really knows. But this is just to showcase that where you stop actually matters, not if you get the bombs or not, but especially for where you get them. There are a handful of different pin locations that you can use that will work. However, if you guys want to try out the lock pin I personally use in my hunts, I'm gonna teach you guys how to configure the pin. This is the lock pin. Okay? I'm gonna remove it and I'm gonna teach you guys how to set it up. So what you're looking for right in front of the east camp are these trees, right? So you have two very big trees, this one and also this one, and also you have a small tree a little bit closer to the east camp. What you want to do is you want to position yourself in the middle of this tree, of all of these trees, right? You're gonna place down a waypoint looking straight down. Now you're gonna look towards the gate. Hello, Terrorless. You're gonna look towards the gate and you're gonna go up until it shows about 50 meters. Okay? This is what the camp should look like. You face the gate, you place down the pin, you choose whatever icon you want to use, you name the pin. Make sure to turn on this option right here, show in HUD, otherwise you will not be able to see it in your HUD, and then you just select whatever color you want to use. And it's done. You can see this pin from the gate as you are starting your quick charge. And this is how it should work. See, Voms are already spawning. You need a total of 3 Vomvalysts to fully charge a lure. If you are playing on a full squad, you will spawn Voms in sets of 3. However, if you are playing solo, duo or trio, you will spawn them in sets of 2, meaning that you will need to spawn 2 sets to have enough Voms to charge a lure. If you are playing duo or trio, the ideal scenario is that your teammates will spawn a set for you close to the gate after you do your quick charge. This is called a log spawn. But if you're playing solo, you need to spawn them yourself. Always have the habit of clearing the entire Grindr camp where you do your quick charge. This makes it easier for your teammates to spawn a second set for you, and it is virtually impossible for you to spawn a second set by yourself if you don't clear the entire Grindr camp first. Sometimes when you're hunting solo, duo or trio, you will need to do something that it's called a 2+1, and that means getting 2 Vomvalysts from the camp that you want to do the quick charge, and then getting the +1 below the terror list. In order to do this, you need to hit the terror list before it is vulnerable, and then proceed to normally take down the shield. However, you cannot break the limb too fast, otherwise if you break the limb too soon, you will not get any Vomvalyst below the terror list. So I'm gonna try and showcase what this means. So I'm gonna hit the Eidolon while it's invulnerable, and now I'm gonna take down the shield. I got the Vomvalyst, right? Now I'm gonna repeat this process, but instead of waiting for the Vomvalyst to spawn, I'm gonna break the limb as fast as I can. So again, I'm gonna hit the Eidolon while it's invulnerable. No Vom spawn, because I broke the limb too soon. If this video was of any help to you, make sure to like it. Have a friend struggling to do quick charges? Send him this video. And also, feel free to ask any questions in the comments below. Now sit back and enjoy some satisfying quick charging clips from our community. Thank you for watching and good luck on your hunts. Echoes of your words crashing